Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we come for you? The next next makes nose. Hey, dude, you gotta learn the words. We usually only do the chorus.
This is a movie.
Keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie.
I love movies. Gosh, I love movies.
Listen to the Matt and Mark Movie Show.
Look, I'm drinking this fucking gross-ass chia seed pudding.
I like that you're drinking it
so
out
I
of a
can
fucking
stay young.
A gelato container.
I like that you instantly knew what it was.
Fat guys know. Fat guys know, dude. I saw that fucking Talenti. I was like, I can sense the coffee ice cream from here. Fat guys know. That's how they know.
Dude, it was like semi-blur, and you're like, fucking gelato.
I'm like the fucking fat Terminator. I'll see through that blur, and I'll identify immediately. I'll be like, beep, 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 beep. I'm like sizing it up. I need your Talenti, your spoons, and your motorcycle. Hey, it's the Matt and Mark Movie Show. We're a show that talks about movies, and this week you get to watch us both try to remember a movie we saw several days ago. We'll see if it holds up.
Oh my god, yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Dude, I was thinking about that last night.
Shit.
I was like, am I, because we're recording a little later
in the movie?
Yeah, dude, I was like, am I gonna like have this to pull? Because both Mark and I are super busy. And we both saw the movie days ago, and we're recording late because of life. And I was like, fuck, are we going to get there? It's going to be like us just remembering the ending, and that's it. You come out, you talk about, and the podcast is over in 20 minutes.
There are sometimes when we have these delays, and we're about to record, and I just get this sudden panic of like, oh, fuck, do I remember the movie? Like, I sincerely hope I remember all those things I wanted to talk about.
Dude, even combing, like, I'll pull up Wikipedia. I'll pull up Wikipedia.
Do you have it on another monitor?
Dude, on another monitor, okay? But, okay, here's the kicker. I'm rereading it, and I'm like, I don't fucking remember that. And I don't remember that. Not only do you not remember that, you'll be like, how did I feel about this? I remember I had an opinion about it. Now let me conjure back that opinion. I don't know.
And then you have to like go back to you sitting on the couch. You have to basically rewind to you sitting on the couch so you can pull the memory out of your brain.
Yes. You need the fucking, what was that Harry Potter shit? The pensieve. The pensieve where he winds the memory out. He like spoons it up like a fucking spaghetti noodle.
Dude, you know what the thing that always makes me laugh about that is you would send me that magic swirly.
That was Albus Dumbledore. I won't say the rest of it. Save me some bleeping and edit. It had a very choice set of words after that. But it was the pensieve scene. That's the thing I often notice. I rewatch those Harry Potter movies like once a year. And every time the pensieve happens, I'm like, it looks like he's eating dreamy noodles. The way he kind of scoops them up and stretches them out.
It's like those cold Japanese noodles that you're supposed to slurp.
Yes! You know Dumbledore knows how to slurp, bitch!
Oh my god.
No comment. Mark, so the movie we're reviewing, the movie we're going to try to remember for you guys, is Bad Boys Ride or Die. And Mark and I think patrons probably knew this, but we are massive fans of the Bad Boys franchise, and we actually, a few months ago, talked at length, about all the first three Bad Boys movies. Bad Boys, Bad Boys 2.
Both of us rewatched them as well, right?
We did a full rewatch, and Bad Boys for Life, which I'll point out, I'll just do it this one time, and then I'll leave it alone. It really was a wasted title. They should have saved it for this one, so they could have done the For Life. like number 4.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's
Oh,
fine.
shit. That is genius.
We're left with Bad Boys Ride or Die. It was a decision that was made. There's no turning back. Can't unring that bell. So that's what we're talking about. Bad Boys Ride or Die. We're playing kind of summer movie catch up because when this came out, what the fuck happened? Like, we missed it? I guess we missed it.
It was, you know what the thing is? It got released with a bunch of other things, and it was sort of like, at least in New York City, once things are in the premium theater and they get injected to the other theaters, it's like then you get the 8 and 10 o'clock shows.
Yep.
So it was essentially in the theater for maybe, I would say, I only count the premium days because that's the only time they have decent hours, like I was saying. It was in the theater for like a week, and then something just booted it right out. You know what's crazy? These movie schedules are so tight, they don't really give each other room to make money. So they're actually just fucking themselves in a way. It's like,
Yes.
Don't you want to give that movie at least give it a couple months in the premium so people can actually go, or at least 2 months. You get like a week. And as a kid, do you remember Jurassic Park being in the theater for like, can you imagine this? Like,
Dude,
even the new Jurassic
for
Parks,
like,
they get like maybe a month in the premiums and then they're gone.
I feel like when we were kids, like Independence Day, I feel like ran for like a year. Like, I felt like you could go to the multiplex to see Independence Day, and then it was like Christmas, and you could go to the Dollar Theater to see Independence Day, and then it was like July of the following year, and it had finally left, right? And then you waited the obligatory 9 months while it was like on cruise ships and airplanes, and then you got the VHS tape. So all in all, it would take like a year and a half for you to watch Independence Day at home. Now, we missed Bad Boys, whatever it was, a month, 2 months ago. Watched it in the comfort of my home. Just like so fucking easy.
But the weird, I find it odd because it's sort of like, back in the day, oh, excuse me, got a chia seed stuck in my throat. Back in the day, it felt like you had like, even to what Titanic ran for like how you would, I remember seeing in the newspaper, they're like, this movie's been running for X amount of months.
Titanic was
really
like
see
that
anymore.
The Sixth Sense was like that. I swear Independence Day was like that. Jurassic Park was probably like that. I don't recall. I remember seeing Jurassic Park in the theater a bunch, but I feel like that was like a whirlwind summer where it was like, Last Action Hero! Like, crazy shit kept coming out, and it's kind of... I just definitely have a memory of being like, hey, it's Christmas. Let's go to the Dollar Theater and see Independence Day.
Dude, those are dollar theaters, or in New York, we had the $3 theater. All those theaters are dead.
Oh, yeah. You could get knifed at that theater. I loved going to the Dollar Theater. I grew up with one down the street from my house. It was actually sometimes, I don't know how it would happen, but sometimes they would get first run movies. So you would only wind up paying like $1 and some change. I know for a fact I saw The Sixth Sense when everybody else was seeing it at the Dollar Theater, but it had just come out. So I think because it was a smaller movie, it wasn't the worldwide phenomenon that people, that we know today. I definitely saw that movie for $1.25. And I have That's fucking craziest recollection of standing. This was my first experience standing in a line where moviegoers were coming out. We were in a line behind a velvet rope. Moviegoers were coming out from a previous show, and people were buzzing in the lobby, which they did not do at a fucking Dollar Theater. And a guy was like, "You guys are in for a treat," and kept walking, like, to hype us up because people couldn't fucking believe The Sixth Sense. And then we went into the theater to see it, and right in the middle of the auditorium, there was a leak in the roof. So those, like, 3 seats were taped off. Nobody could sit there. The Dollar Theater. Yes.
You know, this is how movie audiences have changed. There's less people, and that one guy coming out would be like, "He talks to dead people," and just fucking ruin it for everyone.
He would ruin it.
Fun. Like,
100%.
People suck now.
Yep. And then he would scream, "Make America Great Again," and then he'd run out. That's probably what would happen. That's what would happen.
And then it would just like fucking coal roll out of the parking lot.
Oh, dude, the coal roll!
Cloud of like.
Have you ever been outside enjoying a corn dog or some shit and somebody coal rolls? Have you ever?
Dude, Palm Springs, because Palm Springs is very progressive. They had like a transgender mayor, So
I think it's super liberal.
There's no problem with that. But what the problem is, we get these fucking, they call them Trump trains, and they just drive through with like giant police flags,
Oh,
Trump
Jesus.
flags, huge American flags, and they'll just coal roll down Main Street. Just this
Oh my
like
God, that's
just
horrible.
a random. There's no reason for it. It's just random. It's just a random parade of jacked up pickup trucks. By the way, if they're like, you know, they're totally not utilitarian. How the fuck are you gonna lift shit 5 feet to dump it into? So they're all very clean trucks too. That's the thing, and they're all like, you know, all these trucks are like $100,000.
Yes.
And then they just blow through and pollute the area.
All I
hate
know
the
about people who drive Super Duty trucks can't park for shit. They'll park in 2 different spots. Can you hear that fucking leaf blower outside?
What was that? Hey,
Hey,
it's the guy from
shut
Florida.
the fuck up. Jesus H. Don't you know we're doing a podcast that a small amount of people listen to in here? Here's the thing about my complex, by the way, is I don't know what day the landscaping happens because these fuckers change it every week. So sometimes it's on Friday. I've bitched about this before in the show. Sometimes it's on Monday. It's fucking Tuesday, and there's one guy leaf blowing around out there because, I don't know, he's fucking bored. Jesus Christ.
Is it never when your crazy neighbors are yelling at the wall, too?
Oh my God, I know. This building has turned into a shit show. It used to be so great. Now I've got psychos next door. I've got fucking leaf blowers at all hours. You never know when you're safe. When can you record your nerdy podcast, people? I ask you. All right, so we're going to talk...
when it's quiet, you have allergies.
When it's quiet, I'm dying. We're going to talk Bad Boys, Ride or Die, but before we do that, let's do some quick housekeeping. I like to play a fun bite here. I wonder if it worked, because when I yelled shut the fuck up, all of a sudden it went away. That guy's outside like, fuck you.
Oh, shit.
Fuck you,
Dude, he's going to be in your
cheat.
house like a Louis C.K. skit.
He's going to be in...
headphones blow
He's
off
going
your
to
head.
turn his leaf blower off, and he's going to be at my front door like this.
I can go to your mama's and start a small fire in her panties. Now, are you ready to get out of the car?
And be like, sir, I live here. This is not my
Dude.
car. Gary Busey?
That would be amazing if Gary Busey was now reduced to leaf blowing in your... We should totally get him as a guest if that's the
Dude,
case, please.
I'm going to go... Well, I just offended him then because I yelled shut the fuck up.
Don't worry, he had that motorcycle injury. He'll forget.
He'll forget it in 5 seconds. Yeah, his brain, it could scoop it up with a Campbell's soup label. Fucking guy. Hey, we're the Matt and Mark Movie Show. Catch us on YouTube. Like and subscribe to us there. Trying to put all the episodes up on YouTube as videos. People seem to enjoy it, Mark. People seem to enjoy it. On the socials, on Instagram, at the Matt and Mark Movie Show. We're pretty active there. And voicemail. Voicemail. I don't know why I did it that way, like goddamn Max Headroom. Voicemail. Oh, drink. Coke is new. Voicemail number. Call us 707-948-6707. You call us. Leave a message. We're going to play that message, okay?
Of any length.
Of any length. And you could say whatever disgusting shit you want to. You want to cold roll our voicemail, our answering service? Cold roll them. Dude, I've been outside enjoying a ceviche and gotten cold roll. And I'm like, hey, guess what?
Really?
I'm not going to eat the rest of this ceviche because now it's got carbon monoxide in it. That's why you can only eat processed foods, people. Eat your shit out of a can, eat it out of a box, eat it out of a bag. Don't eat ceviche.
You can't cold roll a can of Chef Boyardee.
Goddamn right. You can't cold roll this. Chef Boyardee don't run. He don't give a fuck. Chef Boyardee represents, okay, every time.
He represents
Mark.
everybody.
He represents diabetes. Mark, Bad Boys Ride or Die is the 4th movie in the Bad Boys franchise. As we said, missed opportunity to not call it For Life. Dumbasses. And it's directed by the same guys who actually made Bad Boys For Life. They're a directing team, and I wanted to call these guys out. They go by Adil and Bilal, but their names are actually Adil El Arbi and Bilal Falah. Hope I pronounced that correctly. They are the guys, probably more famous than their Bad Boys movies is the movie that they made that never got released. They were the directors of the Batgirl movie that Warner Brothers shelved and put away in the vault so they could write it as a tax write-off. They were the guys who made that.
So wait, it exists. I have not heard of this.
Oh.
It's like a fully made, it's completed.
Oh, Mark. Oh, this was huge. Dude, let me tell you. Oh, I'm excited I get to be the one to tell you this. So there was a Batgirl movie back when David Zaslav took over, like right when he first took over. He hired the Bad Boys for Life directors to make a Batgirl movie. Wait, it gets better. Batgirl, whatever, she's like an unknown. The villain of the movie is going to be Firebug or Firefly, and he's played by Brendan Fraser. This was when Brendan Fraser was at the height of his whale buzz. Everybody was like, Brendan Fraser's back, and he shed the weight, because it was a fat suit, so he wasn't looking like the whale, but he was riding the whale's whale tails, if you will, not coattails but whale tails, and he was going to be a Batman villain. Anyway, they were very excited about it. So months were going by, people knew the movie was shooting. We were like, where's the trailer, what's going on? Well, David Zaslav took over Warner Brothers Discovery, they merged, and then all of a sudden he was like, I saw the movie and it's unreleasable.
Oh my God, really?
So he basically torched everybody's careers with this one soundbite. And he said he would prefer to use it as a tax write-off. So he took the movie and shelved it, saying, I will make more money if I use this as a tax write-off than if I were to release it traditionally.
That kind of sounds like a Uwe Ball move.
Dude, Uwe wished he thought of that.
Get that director.
Uwe wished he thought of that. No, dude, and here's what's fucked is... it kind of, in a way, hurt everybody's careers because they all thought, the main players all thought, oh, fuck, except for Brendan Fraser, who was like, bitch, I was nominated for an Oscar and I won. Didn't he win?
He's like, I'm the whale, bitch.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the whale, bitch. They need me for Whale 2. Brendan Fraser was going to be fun. Dude, could you imagine? Whale 2, whale harder. It begins and he didn't die from the heart attack. He sits up like...
Oh, did you just spoil the whale for me?
Yeah, you don't want to see it, though. The whale sucks. Spoiler, the fat guy movie ends with him having a heart attack.
You know what? I watched the first, 15 minutes, and it was just him jerking off, and I was like,
yes.
I don't want to watch this on my free time. I'm trying to eat snacks here.
You're trying to eat snacks, your mom comes in the room, she's like, what is this?
It's like, why are you watching a whale masturbate?
Why is that whale tugging on his penis? Don't whales have giant garbage bag dicks? They're huge, hefty bags.
Why garbage bag?
It looks like a giant hefty bag that's stuffed. If you ever seen a whale dick, I think that's what it looks like. I'm 100% serious.
Share your screen. Please don't share.
You people can Google that after the show if you want. Google whale dicks.
That'll be on the Patreon.
That'll be if the Patreon was still up and running, we'd put it there. But the Patreon is off for the summer. But not us.
Just like the whale's life.
We are doing summer movie catch up. These guys, so the Catwoman, the Batgirl guys got another opportunity. They got to make the other Bad Boys movie because they made the previous one. No one has seen or heard from Batgirl. No one knows what happened to that girl. I feel kind of bad for her.
Not to change the topic, but how did they
let's change the topic.
How did they get this movie or the Bad Boys franchise?
I think because they had Bad Boys for Life previously. They had Bad Boys for Life previously before Batgirl. And Bad Boys for Life did well because it came out right before COVID. It was like the big pre-COVID movie, and then COVID happened, right? So they had a hit movie. They leveraged that to get Batgirl, and this is what I'm assuming, based off the strength of Bad Boys, they don't care about Batgirl. Who gives a shit? They could be like, well, they made a success. They made a successful Bad Boys movie. I'm the whale over here, fucking burping and shit. The whale,
No, don't die.
They made a successful Bad Boys movie. Let's just give them another Bad Boys movie. Mark, I don't even think it's worth doing predictions. I think we should just fucking come out and say it. Well, really quick, let's refamiliarize people with our rankings of the Bad Boys movies. And I have a feeling you and I are in the same exact boat.
That they're pretty similar.
I'm going to guess it's Bad Boys 2. That's definitely my top. You can't
same here.
You cannot beat Bad Boys 2. It's unbeatable.
Dude, it's the whole franchise in one movie. How can you beat that? It's impossible.
Hot Fuzz dedicated an entire plot line and series of jokes to the success and enduring legacy of Bad Boys 2. That's all you need to know. One of the best goddamn action comedies ever made is literally like holding up Bad Boys 2 as a trophy because of how goddamn good it is. Then I would follow it up Bad Boys 1, the original, the OG Bad Boys. With Taya
That
Leone.
one is super. That's probably also the second most action-packed of the whole franchise.
Love it.
I think.
Love that ending. That is bananas, that ending that's in the airplane hangar. There are like flaming bodies flying out of planes. It's raining money. there's a fucking race
totally
that happens.
Forgotten about that until we rewatched it. Holy shit, that movie's nuts.
And that Taya Leone, meow. And then part 3, my third in my rankings, I think. Before we even talk about part 4, I would put Bad Boys for Life.
There's no way that tops any of the first.
And in
two.
the rewatch for me, I remember liking Bad Boys for Life a lot more when I saw it theatrically versus when I did. If you watch it in a rewatch all together with the first 2 Bad Boys movies, let me tell you, Bad Boys for Life does not hold up.
Dude, it sticks out as being like,
yeah,
there's not much action. It's way too CG. There's barely any practical effects. It's kind of shot really boring.
It's almost like it's almost like when you see a Super Bowl commercial for like a famous movie and you're like, hey, it's cool to see the cast back together, but like something's different. You're like, yeah, this is definitely like an ad for High C or Visa or something. Like you could just tell they're putting them in situations. Everything looks very plasticky and fake. They're kind of going through the motions, right? That's how I felt a little about Bad Boys for Life.
It's like, why are there so many it felt like an indoorsy movie, you know what I mean?
Yes.
There was never any like huge establishing shots or massive action sequences outdoors. Everything was like the helicopter.
Can you remember a single action scene from For Life?
All I really remember is like the major one, which is when the helicopter crashes inside and the building's on fire and the mom burns up. That's the one I really remember.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Even the humor was really flat, too. It just felt like, you know what it felt like? It felt like the studio's like, well, we haven't seen these guys in a while. We don't know how they'll do. Let's just dip our toes in the water and like completely crush down the budget and see how economical we can make it. And if people like it, then maybe the next one will put
then
more
we'll spend money, right?
I will say, I think it worked because 4 feels way bigger than 3.
Yeah.
And to a degree where it's...
Did it feel like Adil and Bilal's attempt at making their own Bad Boys 2? Where they were like trying to go super big. They even directly reference moments from Bad Boys 2 that they like call back to. They even show clips from Bad Boys 2, which is super ballsy. I was like, I don't know if I'd be doing that.
It's always a mistake because like, that one looks so much better.
Yeah. Hey, dude, ask George Miller how well that worked out for him when he showed clips of Fury Road during his Furiosa movie. Ask him how good that turned out for him. The answer is not at all. Yeah. He got fucking roasted.
It does make you... It brings back the nostalgia factor, but at the same time, you're like, holy shit, those guys were like really young.
Not only that, but you're like, God damn, you just see the difference between practical production, action movies made with real stunts versus, hey, here's the advent of drones and using more digital technology, using digital cameras, shooting digitally. Here is the fake-looking SNL version of the thing you like, and here's the real thing you like. You will know right away. So I'm very curious now to hear. Bad Boys Ride or Die, Mark. What's your verdict on it? Where'd you come out?
I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I thought it was like for after seeing Bad Boys for Life, it was kind of like, it felt like they reassessed what they did in that movie, and they're like, okay, we actually do need to do some bigger stuff. It also felt like they were channeling Michael Bay a lot more with the cinematography, because you had these flying cameras,
especially
going through
the
objects,
new school Bay with the drones. Yep.
Yeah, it does. It felt like they maybe... It's kind of felt like they asked Michael Bay for advice for this movie,
and and then
I know
ask
he has
them
a
to turn
cameo
up
in
in a
both of
cameo.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it feels like they have a good relationship with him because they can get him to like goof around and stuff. So it feels like, I don't know anything. I'm just pulling this out of my ass, but it does feel like they channeled more Michael Bay in this movie,
Yeah.
and in a good way, because it felt more dynamic. Action scenes felt a lot longer, more complex, a lot less. It didn't feel as CG as the prior movie. It felt like there were CG things in it, and it didn't feel as realistic as the first two. But in comparison to the third one, I think they did a way better job. I felt more memorable too than the third one was kind of forgettable.
I agree, but I'm going to
these.
tell you, I think before I get into my gripes, I'm kind of with Mark. I had a great time. It was a huge improvement over Bad Boys for Life, which makes me so mad. This should be called Bad Boys for Life, not Bad Boys Ride or Die. But I get it. I digress. I move on. I love these guys. I love seeing them together. I think the chemistry's awesome. I will say, I did not expect. I'm going to tell you guys something. And you know how we do. Spoilers, all that, whatever. Spoiler, right? Here, let me tell you something. If you thought Fast 9, F9 was crazy for bringing Ludacris and fucking Tyrese into space, you haven't seen shit. Because Bad Boys Ride or Die starts, I'm not even fucking joking. It starts with Martin Lawrence having a heart attack and going into the hereafter, projecting into the astral plane, and then being fired back into real life where he wakes up from a coma. If
it looks
that sounds
great too, by the way.
Dude, if that sounds made up, I promise you I'm not making it up. It's fucking insanity. Also, too, that there's no buildup. It's like they're at Mike's wedding and Martin Lawrence is dancing around, and then you are projected into the astral plane. And I even sat up and paused the movie and I was like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, my brother said something funny during that dance sequence. He was like, doesn't this wedding look like they're really not friends with anyone and everyone's just extras? And
Yes.
They have no real... It felt like there's this sort of artifice that it has that
Even
does
the
not happen in the other movies.
even
where
the
you feel as
the
though,
featured
like, everything
players
is
that are
too, like...
even the people who are playing Joe Pantoliano's granddaughter and daughter feel like extras. They don't feel like real people they know at all.
It's like they got them from like Getty Images, and they're like, like they don't really look like relatives. They just also, it just felt like it kind of, not to crap on the movie, but it felt kind of small, but in a big way. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like it doesn't feel like there are too many characters, but it feels big. I
think the thing that I kind of get what you're saying. I think my thing was it felt like they kept doubling down on the plot lines they'd set up in the last movie, which, by the way, if you're not familiar with Bad Boys for Life, you might be lost in this one because you'll be like, what? Will Smith has a son who's like a cartel guy, and now he's getting married. You'll be like, why does Martin Lawrence's wife look different? That tripped me up for a second. I was like, is that a new character or is that supposed to be his wife? No, they just recast her. She's just recast.
I was wondering too. That was like,
I was like, did he get remarried? Or are they trying to say he got remarried? No.
Yeah.
She's playing Teresa, the same character we've seen in the previous movies, but they just recast her. I hate that.
That is. Do you know why they did that?
She probably wanted too much money or something.
But it's like that. As far as to me, that's like a bad move because it's sort of like you're confusing your audience already. For me, I kind of wish, not to turn into this is how I made the movie, but I honestly wish they kind of like forgot. I don't really give a shit about the son.
I kind of don't need any of the plot lines from 3, to be honest. I kind of would prefer to think that didn't happen. But here's why it tripped me up.
He's like the third wheel ruining their back and forth. It's like he's hyper serious. He's not funny.
He's in a different movie.
Yeah.
He's like in a different movie. But here's why it tripped me up. The movie starts so weird, going into fucking Martin Lawrence's subconscious, going to the afterlife, projecting astral plane. So when he went home, when he woke up, I was like, are they doing like a sliding doors alternate universe thing? Like that's his wife, but it's not his wife, right? Like, is he going to discover that, you know what I mean? Like I was tripped up until I finally just realized it was like
Michelle Gondry.
Yes, dude, totally. And I was like, you know what? No, Matt, they just recast the actress. That's literally all it is. I have to tell you,
it was funny. I didn't even bother to look it up. I was just like, I guess he married somebody else.
I had to look it up. I was because I was like, is this movie doing like? Because if the movie started that crazy, maybe it's taking another crazy turn. No, they just recast the lady. I had a lot of fun. I will talk more about Martin Lawrence and Will Smith and how awesome they are. I do want to say one thing off the top, though, that I don't like. Since we were poo-pooing, you poo-pooed the artifice at the wedding. I'm going to poo-poo something. I hate the visual style of this movie. I think it is hideous. There are moments where, like, it's a hot mess. Like, there are moments that could have some great action. I think the best action sequence that happens is at the end in the Gator Park.
Yeah.
But there's moments where they're like, now it's all flash. It's like, I'm going to go from like a oneer to like a bullet time to like a first person shooter back out to a oneer to swing out. Like, I was getting visually confused because it was like, it was almost so much style that it started to interrupt the flow of action for me, where I was like, I don't fucking know. Like, a guy can't just fall down in this movie. Like, the camera has to go like sideways and you're like, is he falling upside down into a river on the ceiling? I don't understand.
By the way, as far as I agree with you, it did feel like a lot of the action sequences were almost forgettable, but like it's sort of like the third one. Like, when you ask me which action sequences, I can't remember, and it's because mainly I guess in the last few months we watched 1 and 2 where they're so memorable that
yes,
they kind of like overshadow these two movies. The helicopter sequence was very cool, I thought. That one I thoroughly enjoyed.
You're talking about from three?
No, from 4. When they're in the Chinook in the cage. See, you forgot.
Oh yeah, see, I totally forgot.
With the cage. That action sequence looked really good. So, parts of it when they got to the exteriors looked semi-CG, but I thought they did a pretty good job with the action. I think my main problem with the action is that the villains are quite generic.
Yes.
And that one guy, he even looks just like, it's just like generic military police guy. That's bad.
Yes, I don't like
it's
this
like
new...
You can't really connect with them.
I don't like this new school of action movie character design where everybody's tactical. I'm like, hey, if everyone's tactical, no one's tactical. Like, if everybody's got the
and then
tac
they have
gear,
ammo in there too.
Yes, and I'm like, everybody just looks like they're playing paintball. No one looks like a real person. Like, I want a Bond villain, a guy who doesn't dress the part, who looks like he could function in some other area of society. Like, I thought for the longest time, the mayor guy in this movie, or the guy who's going to be running for mayor, who's blatantly evil, I was like, oh shit, that's going to be the true bad guy. He is revealed to be a bad guy.
Generic bad guy too, right?
100%. That's the original Mr. Fantastic from Fantastic Four. The minute I saw him, I was like, he's bad.
Quite well. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. The minute you see him, you're like, that guy's going to double cross everybody. And he does.
Yeah, no,
but I wanted it to be bigger.
His face. Yeah. But I think that he just has that, like, when you put him in the suit with the American flag lapel and you give him that clean-cut haircut, he's too clean to be a good guy.
He looks
so as soon as you see him, like Matt said, you're already like, when's this guy gonna fucking switch?
Well, also
and
too,
betray everybody.
In a very diverse movie, he looks like he's in the Aryan Brotherhood. I was like, he looks bad.
No, that's how you know who's bad in these movies, because everyone that is bad looks like, they went to a rally.
They look like Fox News. You could tell the bad guys look like Fox News. They look like the coal rollers. They all look like coal rollers.
Exactly. Or the tactical airsoft players that they want to be in the military, but I guess they were too like psychologically fucked up to join.
Or too lazy.
So they just like,
Let's say what it really is, Mark. It was laziness. They're lazy. They couldn't hack it. That's what it was.
Like, I went to Buds, but I like eating and smoking buds.
I like a Frosty from Wendy's. I don't like to get up and train.
Dude, that sounds so much better, though.
Oh, Jesus. I could go for a Frosty right about now, dude. I've been having a real Frosty craving lately. I want just any Frosty. I don't care if it's the OG flavor, the new one. I know they got that strawberry one. I don't give a shit. Any Frosty. Any Frosty you want to give me, I'm going to eat it.
They had one that was like, what was it? It was like orange cream soda.
Yes.
Oh,
I love that orange creamsicle style. Don't they have one that has, it's basically like a fake Blizzard where it's like a Frosty with a bunch of like Butterfinger candy bar pieces in it or something? Yeah. That's true fat guy material. When you crumble things up and put it in a milkshake, that's fat guy shit right there.
Especially if it's like Snickers or Oreos or Kit Kats or Twix. Crush that shit up and throw it in some ice cream.
The holy trinity of fat guy stuff right there. That's what that is. Yes. Okay, so that's really my main gripe. My main gripes of the movie are I hated the visual style. And I don't care about any of the plot lines from 3. I hate Will Smith's son. He's like a humorless... Compare this. Will Smith's son and the whole thing about him being the cartel guy, whatever, and he's got, now you're in my world. I'm going to help you because you guys are on the run being set up. I wanted that to be so much cooler.
New Jersey.
Yeah, I was like, they're not on the run. They're back home already. They're back in Miami. I wanted it to be like, oh shit, we're in Cuba hiding out. I'm going to show you guys how to be cartel members. That's where I thought it was headed, and I was like, this is going to be crazy.
Yeah, I know.
And they're going to have to smuggle them back into America.
One of those, like, Hummers driving through the favelas and shit.
Yes.
But we didn't get any of that. They just, what was weird about that? A lot of the times it felt like they were teleporting to different areas. Like they're in the helicopter, and I was like, okay, now they're like here. It was like, that helicopter flight is that short?
Right.
Like, how the fuck are they in South America? Or half the time I'm like, I don't even know where the fuck.
Yeah, they were just like in quote the woods, just generic woods. That's where they landed.
Oh, by the way, though, I think the biggest fault I have with the new directors though is like they did not need to kill Joe Pantoliano. He's still capable. He's like, why the fuck would you kill?
Now he's like goddamn.
I don't get that.
He's like Jigsaw. They got to keep finding bullshitty reasons like to bring him back. Yeah. Like he made a bunch of flashback videos.
But it's like who fucking cares?
Agreed.
Anytime I saw him in a flashback, I was like, there was no reason to kill this guy.
Dude,
he could be doing the same shit alive.
That's what they should have did. That's what they should have done. Martin Lawrence goes to the astral plane. Right? He has a heart attack. He wakes up. He goes home, and he's ready to mourn the captain, but Joe Pantoliano's at work because he's still alive. It was like a weird death thing that he thought he had died, and he actually didn't. And it could be a way for them to retcon Joe Pantoliano's death. Blame it on the heart attack. You went through the whole trouble of showing the guy going to the afterlife. You can change shit around. Nobody's going to question it. You could have just lied. There was no reason. Fucking dumb. Here comes my cat.
I love that.
I will say, okay, I've been bitchy, but I will say I had a lot of fun with the movie, but it was predominantly because of how goddamn cool and good Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are together. But Martin Lawrence steals this movie.
Amazing.
Martin steals this movie. I thought he was fucking hilarious. Like the funniest I think Martin Lawrence has ever. I'm talking like funnier than Big Mama's House. Funnier than Martin the TV show. Funnier than goddamn, what was he in? Black Knight. Remember Black Knight? Like, this is Martin Lawrence, I think, at his funniest, dude. I laughed my ass off.
He just keeps getting better, yeah.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. He feels funnier now for some reason than he did 30 years ago. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
He's just better as an old man, I think.
Not because of the slap, but he totally, when you compare Will Smith and Martin Lawrence,
yeah,
he's so much, to me, he's the one that really makes the movie.
Well, he has no baggage. He has no baggage. You're coming into this movie, I think, a little bit like, hey, is Will Smith, like, is it okay for me? But Martin Lawrence has done nothing. Like, he's just Martin Lawrence.
Funny, though. He's
great.
Just so goddamn funny.
Yes.
Like the way, and also like, by the way, the convenience store scene when he's like asking for the hot dog and getting the snacks. It's just little things, like he does these little nuanced things that are just fucking hilarious, and they'll have you dying on the floor. But the thing is, it's like, I think it's this. We always talk about like buddy cop movies and duos. The two of them are like they're awesome together. Like, I'm not going to shit on Will Smith at all. I love.
I thought Will was great.
Movie. He's good.
I love Will. I love most of his fun crowd pleaser movies. I don't like when he gets too serious. I don't like Pursuit of Happiness and what's that other one? Concussion.
Serious shit.
You give me a concussion. You know what I'm talking about? Where he was like super serious. These players have concussion.
It was like The CTE movie.
Yeah. I prefer Will when he's a hero. Independence Day, Bad Boys, etc. So I love Will.
Yeah, we need those one-liners and shit, and him punching aliens in the face.
He's a good action hero. He's a fun hero to watch. I thought he was great in this. Again, I think the baggage of the son from the previous movie kind of holds his story down a little bit. I also wish that, like, they were just going to be like, you know what? Fuck it. Mike doesn't need to get married. He's just a bachelor. That's what he does. He's a ladies' man. We don't need the fucking marriage shit. He's just going to be out there banging broads. I felt as though that was a
distraction, right?
Yes. Also, too, because it's not like the wife is someone meaningful, right? He had a meaningful relationship with the police captain of the task force, whatever, that lady, right? But, like, now she's remarried to the bad guy, right?
Yeah,
so this is some new character that he's marrying. I'm like, we don't care about this woman. We've never met her before.
Doesn't it? You know what the weird thing with these new guys is, and not to blame them, because did they also write it? I forgot.
I don't think they wrote it, but
anyway,
let me check.
Whoever wrote these scripts, it felt like they didn't really care what happened in the first two, and then they also didn't care what happened in the third movie. So they were just making these decisions that actually, instead of tying the whole franchise together, it actually fractures it. Like 1 and 2 go together so well, especially if you watch them back to back. Then you start watching the third one, and then you watch the fourth one, and you're like, do these people even know the franchise?
It's so like, it was not written by the directors.
Know the audience?
It was written by two other guys, Chris Bremner and Will Beal. And they, I think, wrote the last movie, which is why so many of the plot lines carry over.
But the thing is, they never carry them over in like a cohesive way. It's sort of like they're butting heads with their own script.
Yes,
it's like,
I agree.
You figure the audience wants Will Smith to probably be with what's her name from Ammo, the head of Ammo, who's with the mayor.
Yeah, she's married to Mr. Fantastic. Her name is
It's
Paula
sort of like,
Nunez.
It felt like their relationship would have worked way more because they have a better understanding of each other.
Yes.
And you could use them together in an action scene. And it's sort of like, what did they take with this direction? Because it's sort of like, it's almost like how I complain about Twisters. It's just like an unnecessary plot that takes you away from like the better parts of the movie.
Agreed. I also think that the Bad Boys are good, or they're better in simpler stories. Like, we don't need lore for the Bad Boys universe, okay?
Yeah.
It just needs to be two fucking smart-ass cops who are best friends and give each other shit and bust each other's balls, and they fucking save the day. It's that simple.
Yeah.
There doesn't need to be a dead Joe Pantoliano. We don't need a thing with the cartel. We don't need to have them set up. Whatever basic storyline you need. Like, once Tiffany Haddish came out, and I thought Tiffany Haddish's scene was awesome. I thought she was great.
Yeah, it's a shame they told us. See, the thing is, we could have spent more time with her character coming back.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I was like,
boring characters.
I was like, why not have a movie where, if you really are gonna have a storyline be that the bad boys are framed for a crime, that they have to then become criminals and work with criminals, why don't you then, have big stars like Tiffany Haddish show up playing these funny, crazy Miami criminals that the guys have to get in with? That's a whole movie right there. But the thing is, this movie takes that plot and wastes it and crushes it down to about 30 minutes so that it can squeeze the cartel, Joe Pantoliano, the case, the fucking Merc guys, like, too much.
Here's the other thing, too. It's like, I don't understand the killing of characters, like the super tall guy. They fucking killed him for no reason.
Oh, yes, they killed that guy for no fucking reason.
They just fucking have him get shot in the head.
And he's an OG cast member. He's from the original two movies.
See, that's what bothers me about these ones. It's like, come on, why did you kill off the two? They're two fun characters that they're basically killing off all the chemistry and replacing it with these like dull generic characters. Like, no offense to his wife, the therapist, but she does not feel like
she's
a
not
real
fun
character. Yeah.
Also, you've run out of connections now. Why are they
getting more fucking scenes?
You've run out of connections now to the first two movies. There's no one you can dangle over us now for us to be like, oh no, not this character, because you've killed them all. I I will
It's
say
sort
though,
of like, you know what?
this is one of those episodes where we say we like the movie, but then we trash it for the entire
and then totally
episode.
shit. But it reminds me of like I recently watched all the Lethal Weapons, and it's really fun to see characters carry over, and you keep seeing them, and they grow. They kind of grow up with the franchise.
Even minor characters. Even Riggs' fucking psychiatrist that he sees is around by the fourth movie. She's still there.
That's
crazy.
I think like these new. I think it was you that said like these newer writers are almost like sociopaths or psychopaths where they just want to kill things you love.
Yes,
like,
because
that is so fucking unnecessary.
Well,
man.
not only is it unnecessary,
You're just making people go to the movie theaters less. Great job.
It's a lazy shorthand for drama. That's what they think. Oh, I will, I have to get some drama in my script. Let me kill off a character. It's lazy. It's fucking lazy.
It's actually it's the opposite of productive, because it's like for one dramatic kill that they have in the movie, they've essentially erased all these other scenes that would have been a lot more fun and entertaining.
Yes.
Just because they can say, oh, look at the dramatic moment. So, everyone's going to be talking about this guy dying. But all it does is it pisses people off, and no one's going to fucking remember, because it's just you fucking killed everything for one scene. And
let me tell you the two things.
Makes no fucking sense.
Here are the two things I'm going to remember. If we talk about Bad Boys Ride or Die, this are the two things I'm going to remember. I'm going to remember that fucking Martin Lawrence goes to the afterworld, that we go to astral plane with Martin Lawrence to the hereafter. And I'm going to remember that DJ Khaled gets run over and blown up.
Dude, that's what I want to say. That was fucking hilarious. If you're going to kill someone,
that's the way to do it.
At least make it someone who's annoying in real life, but it also redeems them, because then you're like, oh man, DJ Khaled, he's kind of cool because he was willing to get fucking hit by a van and then set on fire. And it kind of made me like DJ Khaled. So that's how you do it right. It's like, kill that guy.
Yes.
Don't kill the other people that we all enjoy being with.
That's the only plot line from 3 that I appreciated they followed up on, because he gave him shit in part 3. So and I was like, really? DJ Khaled is back? And then when they blew him up, I was like, okay, I like this.
By the way, was it in the credits, is his name like Khalid, DJ Khalid?
What? Wait a minute.
Wasn't it weird?
Mark, hold the phone. Are you kidding? Wait a minute. I'm going to go to IMDb.
I don't know if I have a
I'm going to IMDb
memory
right now. I fucking hope you're right. Wait, I'm going to look up the cast right now. Okay, here we go, Mark. Dude, wait. Holy shit, Mark. Wait. I'm going to share my screen. Share screen. Here we go. Mark, here we go. Okay, double click. Here we go.
I hope I didn't remember that incorrectly.
DJ Khaled, Manny, but he's billed as Khaled, DJ Khaled.
Yeah. It sort of feels like, not to be insensitive to cultural things, because I don't know how the naming goes, but it almost feels like someone just typoed that wrong. Because isn't he just DJ Khaled? Like, why does it have to be 3? I don't know.
Dude, that's actually kind of awesome. You know what it kind of reminded me of in the original Mario Brothers movie, where they're like, what's your name? It's like, Mario. What's your last name? Mario. What's your name? Luigi Mario. He goes, so your last name is Mario? That's what this is like, dude, except it's the real world version of it. What's your name? Khaled. What's your last name? Khaled. Your name is Khaled.
What's your nickname? DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled. We're the Khaled brothers. The super Khaled brothers.
It probably sounds like I'm shitting on him and his name, but I actually really enjoy him in this franchise.
He has one of the best moments of this movie, one of the most memorable, outside of Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. Again, the two things I'm going to remember is fucking DJ Khaled blowing up. He gets barbecued, too. There's, no question about it.
Oh, yeah. By the way, that's also, very telling that small moment is more memorable than some of their, I guess would be considered the top tier action. You totally forgot about the helicopter sequence.
I totally forgot.
But you did remember him getting, DJ Khaled getting hit by a van.
I remember DJ Khaled. Not only does he get hit by a van, he gets squashed. So he gets run over by a van, pinned back into another car. He's screaming. They show it. It's
Dude, his
brutal.
Screams are hilarious too.
And then the cars burst into a fireball, and DJ Khaled's fat body is burning alive.
There is a dope shot where they throw that Molotov cocktail from the top of the roof, and it's that overhead shot, and it just fucking lands right on his back or stomach or whatever.
That's it.
And he just ignites.
And then DJ Khaled blows up, and we get to see it, and it's kind of amazing. I was super.
They're actually one of I think one of the funniest lines too was like, he's like, "Don't worry, the fire's on the outside," and then he goes, "It's on the inside."
Oh yes,
when it like drips into the crack
when they pull like a Ghost Rider and they're driving around in a flaming vehicle. Yeah. I did remember the gator theme park at the end. That had a giant albino gator, because I was like, okay, we're gonna have a gator come out and kill someone and bite someone. And here's what I was puzzled a bit by this. We're shown the gator come out and bite Martin Lawrence, okay, which presumably his arm is all maimed, and Will Smith stabs the gator. He punctures its eyeball and shit.
Too.
Yeah, he's fucking jamming a stake into to save Martin Lawrence.
Blood coming out.
But then 3 scenes later, the gator is fine and it kills Mr. Fantastic. It eats him alive, and the gator has no blood. Fully healed. Magic of movies. That's the ride or die right there. Ride or die is the gator in the end of the movie. I will say, I do think, again, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, they're like the reason to watch these movies. They're fucking great in this one too. I wish, at least the movie's better than 3, but that is not like a glowing recommendation. Like, I enjoyed it, but again, you think about the heights of this franchise, 1 and 2, it doesn't come close, man. It's not even close. It's fun, but it's not close.
It makes you long for the alternate reality where fucking Michael Bay was like, all right, enough of these goddamn Transformers movies. How about I go back to my roots and I do Bad Boys 3 and 4?
Yes.
And I think that's when I watch these movies, even though I was entertained by 3 and 4. I cannot lie about that. But there's a part of me that also longs for, because Michael Bay's doing crazy shit. You know me with Ambulance. I watched that 50 times. Like, you take that director where he's got all these new techniques and all this different stuff he's been... Like, whether you like it or not, the CG in Transformers is dope. He knows how to handle CG. And I would love to see that Michael Bay with all these tools go back to... Because Michael Bay is actually a funny guy. More so than the 2 new directors, I think. They kind of skew a little more serious for me.
Yeah, the only thing that there was a good comedic bit that I appreciated was, and it's a bit they steal a little bit from Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2 is all about them with Michael Shannon and the white supremacists and shit. There's a bit they kind of steal in this one where they
blow them all away.
Where they steal all these clothes because they're undercover, and they wind up wearing these like super racist like redneck shirts. Like, one says purebred white boy, and the other one is a Reba McEntire shirt. And I did think it was funny. They were like, hey, when the guys come out, they're like, sing your favorite Reba song. That not only do the guys, like, they wind up singing Bad Boys, but then it cuts to them speeding away in the truck, and there's a Reba McEntire cover of Bad Boys.
That was actually kind of funny.
That's good comedy. Like, I actually thought that was super funny and a great choice.
I was actually impressed that they got her to do that. But okay, so let's do the comparison thing since you mentioned both. So you have that KKK meeting in the Bay version, right? And what happens with that? It's an excuse for this massive, really insane... who doesn't want to see KKK members on fire, blowing up and flipping through the air? This one... all it is a pickup truck, and they drive away. I want to see those 2 fucking dudes get destroyed. I want to see their trailer park get fucking wrecked.
I thought it was going to be revealed when the truck pulled away that you were going to see that it had a hitch, and it was pulling the guy's fucking house, like his trailer, and the guy's like, get out of my house!
Would be good.
Yeah, but they don't do that.
But look at the comparison though. Like, in this movie with these guys, I'm not shitting on these guys, but you have 4 people in that scene, and the conclusion of it is not very... The satisfying part is because they use the music, not because it's a cool closure to that scene. Yeah. And it's like, so we had a perfect setup for a great action sequence in a trailer park where you could be like, what is the expansion ratio of propane is 270 to 1. so you can have these totally fucking awesome explosions.
I love that you
and
know
they just
that.
drive away in a pickup truck.
Mark's like, the exact diameter of propane. Dude, you're absolutely right, though. There is a lot of opportunity to have some fun action and sight gags happen. And instead they went with, now it's making me dislike the Reba McEntire thing a little bit.
Doesn't it feel like
seems a little
the whole
lazy.
thing is a tease?
Yes.
Well, even like you were saying with the Tiffany Haddish scene, it's teasing a really cool character.
Yes.
He has her group of I guess her
like
gang
hookers.
members or whatever.
They're hookers.
Yeah, and that's like we see her once, and that's it. And now you know if there's gonna be like a fifth one, we're probably gonna
she's
come
definitely
back and
coming
see
back.
her, and she'll get fucking waxed and killed, and then that's
right, because
the
they're
end
gonna
of
need
it.
to make you care all of a sudden. They're gonna be like, don't you remember caring about Tiffany Haddish's hooker character?
Well, she's dead now, and then they're gonna introduce some other motherfucker that we see for one scene.
No, dude,
Well,
what's
do we
going to
hate
happen
this
is
movie
Martin
now?
Lawrence is going to look out and he's going to see an angel floating in the sky and it's going to come down. It's Joe Pantoliano with wings. I'm not dead.
Oh, that's what I want to say, though. The one thing that I really liked about this, and my brother pointed it out, so I have to give him credit, is I like that they kind of switched their roles where Will Smith's character was more of the, like, now he's got, like, these panic attacks and he's feeling it a bit more, and Martin Lawrence is just fucking going crazy. The candy scenes were great, where he just goes,
that was
drinks
great.
that, like, sweet stuff and just goes nuts.
It's Kool-Aid.
With the guns.
There's like
Anytime
a bullet
he
that goes through a
crazy.
cooler of Kool-Aid and he
Yeah.
sticks his tongue out in slow motion to get the Kool-Aid.
And the black licorice joke was fucking hilarious.
Was great. That was
The black
great.
jelly bean.
But you see,
So,
again, I'm
they
not.
have
Look, I don't want to
potential,
say.
you know?
I don't want to say they stole it. But again, that gag. Okay, the setup for the gag is Martin Lawrence just had a heart attack, so he's not allowed to eat anything fun. So he's craving junk food. He wants sweets. When they go to the art show scene, and the shootout is happening, and the bullets are flying, it bursts through this giant bowl of jelly beans. The other thing it bursts through is a cooler of Kool-Aid, like red Kool-Aid. Martin Lawrence finally, like a cartoon character, and it's fucking funny, he sticks his tongue under the Kool-Aid, and he drinks a ton of Kool-Aid, and he gets powered up, and then he starts fucking shooting everything. But is it not? It's exactly the shit from Birds of Prey, where Harley Quinn does all the cocaine, and then she beats the fuck out of people. It's kind of the same thing. I get it. I liked it here just because Martin Lawrence was fucking great, but a lot of these bits feel cribbed from other, not even old movies, fucking recent movies.
Well, okay, so I would say that the one scene where they took a franchise character and kind of like elevated him was the who's the guy that plays like the boyfriend and later the husband? He's the military guy that he just like looks blank.
He's great. Jeremy.
His scene is dope.
His scene's fantastic.
I thought that. So see, that's the thing is like why
Reggie. His name is Reggie.
Characters. Yeah, thank you, Reggie. So they elevated Reggie's character. He's fucking kick-ass. He's got a great scene. The way they end the movie with him is it's like the character development I want to see. I don't want to see him be a dope all the time. It's cool to see him capable and protecting his family and just like killing all those bad guys.
There you go. That's going to be part 5. Reggie's going to join the bad boys and be like a fucking John Wick of the fucking bad boys, just killing people with knives and guns. That sequence was great.
That guy can move. That guy is really fucking good. Yes, please more of it.
And
but
again, he's an OG.
They're probably gonna fucking kill him now.
He's an OG character, an OG cast member. He's been around since the very first movie. So you're right. You know what that means? His number's up. They're gonna kill him.
Yeah, I know. That sucks. But it just shows you like there's the two things you can do with these franchise characters. Here's the right way. Here's the wrong way that's going to upset all the people that we've invested in these movies. We've waited years for these sequels, and you're just going to fucking kill the people we care about. That's like going to a family reunion and someone just fucking puts a bullet in grandma's head, and you're like, come on, we're at a reunion.
Didn't that shock you? Necessary. Didn't that make you feel bad? As grandma bleeds out into the fucking...
You emoted because of that. It's like, well, I prefer to laugh with the character than go to their fucking funeral in the later scene.
I also emote when I have a great shit. You know, you could have just given me a fucking volcano burrito and had the same effect. Mark, let me ask you this.
The death of my asshole.
So now that we've seen Bad Boys Ride or Die, Where does it sit in your Bad
Fuck
Boys
this movie.
in your Bad Boys ranking?
We've
I'm going to tell you.
taken shit.
I'm
Okay,
going to tell
I'll
you
tell
exactly.
that.
I'm going to
It'll
tell you
be-
exactly where I think it is. I'm going to tell you. Can I guess? Here's where it is.
Go for it.
It's at number 3 now in your ranking. It goes like this:
Yeah.
Bad Boys 2, Bad Boys, Bad Boys Ride or Die, and then Bad Boys for Life. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, same deal.
I
yeah,
don't.
my
there's
ranking
no way
is
you
exactly the
can't,
same.
it's very once you if you've never watched this franchise before and you watch all 4 of these movies, I feel as though if you really care about story, action, and like character chemistry, you'd probably rank them the same. 2 is like 1 and 2 are so hard to beat, and they're also the other thing is they're from another era that you shot in film, you had physical effects, people were more into entertaining the audience instead of making them feel fucking sad or
And
trying
again,
to like get
it
them
was-
up to date with like current
Look at how
political
simple.
policy. Come on.
Look at how simple the plot of 2 is. For as big as 2 is, it's an action extravaganza. It's like 2.5 hours. Okay, some of the crazies. It's the plot line is literally bad guys are sneaking drugs into this country in the coffins of dead soldiers. That's it. All we have to do is recover the drugs and figure out where they're coming from. That's a classic Bad Boys plot. You do not need any more plot than that. And these new movies
There's
don't
no
understand
filler.
that. Yes.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing too: is like even you compare like the death scene for the bad guy, where he's like, you know, he gets shot in the head, he falls on a landmine, his fucking body blows up. This one is just a guy gets shot a couple times, and then he just gets shot in the head in slow-mo, but it's not even a cool way. It's like you can tell they just effects it by doing like, let's just do this like medium shot, and then the bullet just hits him in the head,
Yeah.
and then he falls in the water, and it's like a vertical shot. It's not fun.
No,
It's
he
not
should have died in
satisfying, you know?
in a spectacular way. Like if DJ Khaled
Like
had a
that
way
one guy
more
gets hit by an
spectacular death
airplane.
than
Exactly.
the main villain of the movie.
Yeah, and like I said, that other guy gets hit by a like the rotor blade of the airplane. That's cool.
Yes. Yes.
How come the main villain who's doing all this crazy shit just gets like
He should have
a
been
lame
eaten
shot
by
in
the gator.
forehead?
He should have been eaten by the gator. That was a more glorious death than the shooting in the forehead. Or fucking he gets
So
shot
do
in
we-
the
do we
forehead.
hate this movie now?
This is what I told you. This is one of those episodes where we say at the beginning, we're like, we really enjoyed it, and then the whole episode we crap on the movie, and by the end we're like, was it really that good? I enjoyed myself. I just think we have to accept that there's a new school of Bad Boys movies, and it's never going to be the first 2. That's all it is. You have to just kind of accept it on its own terms. Hey, the Bad Boys are at least the Bad Boys are still here, still doing their thing.
Wait.
But
We got a Snyder cut. Why can't we get Michael? We should get Michael
Get the
Bay
Michael Bay
back in
cut.
the director's chair, please.
dude, I would love. What's he doing?
needs-
He's not doing anything right now.
He's doing all these like smaller movies. Do something. Go back to a franchise.
Go
for
to Bad
God's
Boys
sake.
5, man.
Please, no more Transformers movies.
They're not letting him near that franchise anymore. Paramount's like, we're trying to salvage this shit and sell it to kids. They have that new animated Transformer movie coming. They don't want Michael Bay
Oh,
anywhere
yeah,
near
that's
this
right.
franchise anymore. So, Mark, I feel like we're coming to the close of Bad Boys Ride or Die. Would you recommend Bad Boys Ride or Die?
Because you really have no other choices for, I think it's of recent action movies. Not to sound like an old crusty
You
fart,
have no choice.
but of the recent action movies, this one was very capable. It's super entertaining. It is fun. There was a lot of funny moments.
Yes.
Will Smith and Martin Lawrence have great chemistry together. I mean, this is what you have, so you might as well take it because you're not getting bad. What the era of Bad Boys 1 and 2 is fucking over, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We are stuck with CG crap. So now we just have to like deal with it, and you know, based on what else was in the theater at the time, this was like, it's a super fun movie, so I would recommend it.
Yeah, I would recommend it too,
know
but I
that
will
sounds like
say
a terrible recommendation.
I would recommend it too, but I'll say something. We also got another kind of Lego sequel to a famous action comedy from years ago, this year as well. also starring a black police officer, and that was Axel F. And I have to tell you, I think Axel F is the better movie. I think if you put these two movies in front of me and said, do you want to watch Bad Boys Ride or Die Again or Axel F, I would choose Axel F. I think Axel F stands on its own as a great movie and feels like the old Beverly Hills Cop movies, whereas this new style of Bad Boys, it's such a give and take. I like some things, I hate some things. I'm mostly in it for the guys because I love them. So it's just funny that we got these two kind of very similar action comedy movies that are kind of looking back on themselves, right, on their franchises. I feel like Axel F is the winner. But I agree with Mark.
Also, can I jump on that and say that Axel F, the physical effects action sequences felt more Bad Boys than this movie.
Yes, it's too much flash.
Like the helicopter.
I hate the visual style of this movie. Scene. I hate the style. It's too weird. It looks like a fucking Fanta commercial. It's too much. The only time I liked it was when it's played for comedy, like when Martin was drinking the Kool-Aid and all that stuff. For action, I think it looks weird.
I didn't mind it too much on I do love drone shots. So I
you
really
love
liked
that
it
shit.
I guess I'm assuming it's a drone that was just snaking around the room. Like the blocking, and if they did a lot of that through physical effects and very little CG, was pretty impressive.
You mean when it was like going around the gator, like the inside of the gator park, and it was that big gator was hanging in the center, like big centerpiece?
Yeah, there's like a couple scenes where it kind of like would go through like a gunfight and you would see it.
Oh, yes, yes. I remember now.
The problem is it's like I was saying before, though, the movie does feel very sparsely populated. Like it almost in 1 and 2, whenever there was like an action sequence, there was like 20 guys going at it. This one was like 5 guys just shooting at each other.
That's a problem with new movies, though. I feel like we were talking about this a couple episodes ago. I forgot what it was. Twisters. I was like, these fucking towns. Yeah. Don't feel populated at all. They feel like they're populated by the same 3 or 4 extras. Where have all the extras gone? Where have all the background actors gone?
It's like they put all the money into making like a nice, like a good set. And they're like, oh shit, we spent all the money on the set. Who's going to be in the set? They're like, well, we can afford these 5 generic actors that we found on Craigslist.
See, dude, that's where I think AI could be useful. Like, fuck it, AI. Make some kind of CG thing and populate the background with, like, a bunch of fakies. They don't even have to look like real people. Who gives a shit?
Fingers.
Yeah, who cares? You're not looking that hard. Put some hats on them. A funny mustache. Oh, look, it's Mr. Peanut from the fucking Peanuts. Like, just do whatever.
Let me tell you one
there.
thing, though. I think you would not appreciate that because you're still going to carry over those memories from 1 and 2 where you're getting a fucking full gang fight.
Yeah, real cities and real carnage.
It's so hard to, it's almost impossible. Like I was saying, it's almost impossible to make that movie again. It's like, I don't know what the fuck happens.
I know.
Movies.
I'm trying to think
of
modern
make less movies and make them better.
What are modern movies that feel like they're populated by people? I would argue Oppenheimer feels like it's populated by a bunch of people. Even that small little Manhattan Project kind of town, Los Alamos, that felt like it had real people there.
The Barbie movie.
And Barbie felt like it had people.
Very popular.
So Barbenheimer proved you could still
Barbenheimer.
Do it. That's right. Barbenheimer. Whale 2, Barbenheimer.
This movie felt as populated as the intro to The Whale.
And you mean populated by 2, right? Because you got the whale and the whale's giant trash bag dick. And he's fucking tugging on it. Spoiler!
Dude, how crazy it is that it's like, we had like Bad Boys 1 and 2, and now like we get movies like The fucking Whale. I'm gonna come home from work to watch a fat guy masturbate. Dude. I think I said this before in another episode, but it's like, I just want to enjoy life. I don't want to see like someone else's shitty life.
Dude, I don't want to throw shade at anybody, but like I collect physical media and love what you love. But I see people, I remember seeing people that I follow, like physical media people on Instagram, posting that they had gotten a copy of The Whale on Blu-ray, and I was like, why?
Steelbook.
Are you ever going to watch that ever again? Like, who would choose to watch
an ultra widescreen?
climax, and it's got about 8 X's on it. I just thought it was funny. I was like, "What? You're never gonna watch that again? Like, who the fuck owns Schindler's List? You're never gonna watch that again, ever. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know what mood you would have to be in to be like, it's a great movie, and I love that movie.
Yeah.
But it's not something where I'd come home from work and I'd be like, let's see what Oscar Schindler's gonna do today. Or
Right.
like you had like the nutty, like the nutty professor. Like those are the whale movies I want to see.
What a double feature. Honey, which do you want to watch first? The Nutty Professor or Schindler's List? I vote The Whale. Get the fuck out of my house. Mark, I don't think we have any voicemails this week. Do you want to do some quick wreckage?
Yeah, I think so. Let me
play the song here. Let me play it.
I'm gonna wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck, wreck, wreck. I'm gonna wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck it, wreck.
Well, I go on facts, not recommendations, but thank you.
Hey, as we've said before, our Patreon is taking a break this summer, but we are still watching things, doing things, living things. So we want to talk to you guys about it. So we're kind of doing these mini versions of Get Wrecked. The Whale. Mark, how many wrecks you got this week?
I have 6.
God damn. I only have 3.
I finally watched some good movies. Okay.
I only have 3, so maybe I'll go first, and then I'll throw to you.
Okay.
Hey man, I'll do these in order of how much I liked them. Ooh, there you go. My wrecks this week, order of how much I liked them. What I liked the most that I watched this past week, Batman Caped Crusader. It's a new animated show on Amazon Prime. It is definitely informed by Batman the Animated Series. It's even got some of the same people involved. Bruce Timm is involved. It's animated the same way. It's got that same kind of vibe, except what they've done here is they've kind of set it in the 40s. It's cool. It's like a retro style Batman. Even his look, he's got like the look of like the Batman of old, where the ears are really high. It's fucking great, man. I'm loving it, dude. I mean, as you know, Batman the Animated Series is like my favorite Batman thing ever. So I'm like a sucker for this, and I just loved it. They made a lot of interesting choices. They changed some things, but it's cool, man, because by now we've all seen the same Batman shit 12 times, 13 times over. It's fun to see it in a new way. It's fun to see certain villains take on different properties and personalities, and I don't think you have to be a slave to lore like that. So I really dig the fuck out of it. The whole season, they're coming back. They've already been renewed because it ends on a massive cliffhanger, but don't worry, they're coming back. The whole season is available on Amazon Prime, so you can watch it. They're quick 22-minute episodes.
Do you need to watch anything before it to jump in? Or you can just go right into the series?
It almost pays to not be familiar with Batman the Animated Series for 2 reasons. One, it's trying to do its own thing with a lot of stories. So and 2, it doesn't want you bringing baggage in. It would prefer that you approach it cold.
Okay.
So it actually works out for somebody like you, if you're not, like super well versed in it. Yeah, I think you would be
I
good.
just haven't seen the animated series in since I was a kid, I guess.
It's awesome. I loved it. It's I can't wait for them to come back. And it flies by, dude, because they're only like 22, 25-minute episodes. So it's 10 episodes. You could fly through it in 2 nights or less.
Shit. Damn.
So that was my favorite thing that I watched. My second favorite thing was a rewatch. I hadn't seen this movie in a long fucking time. I introduced the producer in the booth to it because she had never seen it. She was like, I want to watch a comedy. She loves comedies. She's like, I want to watch a comedy. And I'm like, man, sometimes, you're just not...
Whale.
Yeah. Sometimes you're like, I want to watch a fucking action movie, or me, I want to watch horror. So I was like, all right. So I was like, let me pick a comedy that's a little twisted that I like quite a bit. Have you ever seen the original Dirty Rotten Scoundrels?
No.
Great fucking
Wait, there's
movie. 2? There's a remake. They did a remake, like a gender-swapped remake, which is not good, that I won't even name. But you should watch the original Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. I rewatched it. It's Michael Caine and Steve Martin, and they are 2 con men who are engaged in a game.
Cool.
The game is to see they're both excellent con men, but they're both very different styles of conning. I won't reveal who is who, but they basically engage in a bet because they don't want. Basically, the town isn't big enough for both of us. And Michael Caine and Steve Martin are like, I don't want you fucking up my shit. I'm stealing from people. You're here, right? So they engage in a friendly bet. Whoever can make this woman fall in love with them first, whoever beds her first, basically the other guy has to leave town. And
that's such an 80s storyline.
It's great, dude. It's a series. It's like a cat and mouse game between two con artists. It's hilarious. The way that they fuck with each other.
Dope.
It's so good. Steve Martin is hilarious, of course, but Michael Caine is such a cool motherfucker in the movie. Dude, by the end of the movie, I was like, man, he has like this kick-ass, like little pervy mustache and like slicked back hair.
Yeah,
I'm like, should I go Dirty Rotten Scoundrels Michael Caine on this shit? It's fucking great, dude. It's funny. It's weird.
I was gonna say I saw Frank Oz directed it too. I'm already gonna watch.
Yeah,
this.
He does some interesting visual stuff. Frank Oz is a really, really fun director, but like for something like this, he does like some very interesting, almost like David Mamet like things. You'll appreciate that because you like Mamet too. But like,
interesting.
He does some interesting shit with it. Like it's almost as if they took a David Mamet script and turned it into a comedy. That's kind of what it feels like.
Oh, interesting.
Because you have two slick guys. All they do is talk shit, and you're just watching them try A, fuck with each other, and B, con other people out of their money. And the different reasons they try to do that, right? One of them is more of a playboy who just wants like a wild life, and the other guy is more like, I'm established and I want to continue to bring people down, and you have to leave. It's fucking great. And
it's shot super fun, man.
In these beautiful locales. It's not Monte Carlo. It's like a small French beach town. It's beautiful.
It's like a budget version.
Yeah, they kind of budgeted. It's like Mont Bonsoir or some shit. Anyway, it's awesome. And it's also beautiful. It's shot on 35 millimeter. So if you watch the transfer that they have on Amazon Prime, it's gorgeous. It looks like you're looking at a fucking film strip. It's so beautiful.
Really?
35. The grain on it is so beautiful. So, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. That's my number 2. And lastly, it's a soft recommend. I have to preface. Mark, I saw Trap, the new M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh. Okay.
I want to.
Looking forward to that.
I'm not going to spoil anything. I know it's like super spoiler versus Shyamalan, so I'm literally not going to tell you anything. But I will tell you this. This is my non-spoiler review for Trap. Josh Hartnett was amazing. He's the thing I love the most about the movie. I enjoyed the first half of the movie a lot. I did not enjoy the second half. But the first half of Trap is so good.
Sounds like an M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, dude. The first half of Trap is so good, it almost makes me want to be nice about the second half. So that's why it's a kind of a soft recommend for me. Also, it's just kind of cool to see something original. It's not a Marvel movie. It's not a sequel. It's just somebody making something new. And, you know, that's becoming a rarer thing at the movies now. So it's a soft rec. Trap. Go see it. Although, again, like I said, I think your mileage may vary on whether or not you like the second half of the movie.
I kind of was hoping, I mean, from the trailer, I was like, is this like a dark version of Snake Eyes or something? I love those, like,
Snake Eyes, like it has a real Snake Eyes vibe in the beginning of the movie, for sure.
Do you need to see it in the theater, or should I just wait for it to stream?
You don't have to see this in the theater at all.
Oh, okay.
I would say you might have a better time seeing it at home.
Oh, okay. Damn it.
Because if you have a shitty audience, they're going to be very vocal during the movie.
Oh, okay.
I had some people who were vocal in my screening who were like, "What the fuck?" And then I know that Dave from Love of Cinema. I won't say what Dave thought, but I watched a little of Dave's podcast this week, and he also had some vocal people in his cinema. So it clearly attracts a vocal audience. So your mileage may vary on that. I was not a fan, so I would say watch at home.
Okay, maybe I'll do that. Every M. Night movie I've been to, by the way, has always had the most annoying crowds. I don't know why.
Yes.
It's like, why are people talking for the first fucking 30 minutes of these movies?
Except for The Sixth Sense, when the guy walked out and he was like, "You guys are in for a treat." I still remember that guy. He had like a Bud Light t-shirt on.
The whale dies of a heart attack.
Yeah, the whale jerks off in the first minute. It made me real hard. Okay, I'm off to coal roll. I bought the whale on Steelbook so I could whack to it.
It's on his dashboard.
When I'm in the Trump train, I like to pull on my whale with my whale Steelbook while I coal roll. Whack, whack,
It's
whack.
playing on like a little infotainment. It's just on a loop, the whale.
It's on a shitty, like, you know, you look in those vans sometimes, it's like on the back of a headrest, there's like screens for the little kids, except it's not Despicable
even LED,
Bees.
it's like an LCD screen, you know, the
Yeah,
one you
dude.
press into it and all these rainbows appear.
Yeah, the whale has all these rainbow effects. I like those. I like to touch him.
touch the whale's titties, it turns into rainbows.
I like to get real aggressive with the whale when I whack. I like to see the rainbows. When I pull my pud to the whale.
The sad part is there's so many people in this world. One of them has done that.
You're totally right. There's someone out there beating it to the whale. I can't come out tonight, guys. Why? It's Julie's birthday. She's going to be upset.
I'm busy.
I'm busy, I said. Julie has a birthday every year. Then he shuts the door and he puts the whale on. He's like, thank God. Whack,
Hold
whack,
that
whack, whack,
lounger
whack, whack,
angle.
whack. Yep.
You know how Martin Lawrence, when he gets in his lazy boy and there's those shots of him like loading up the chair?
Yep. This guy, instead of putting a drink in the drink holder, it's a giant thing of lotion. Plops it down. I imagine the whale is very moist, so I want to match the level of moisture.
Can you imagine if it was like Dove times the whale and they made special lotion bottles that fit into like lazy boy cup holders? Now with rounded bottom.
Now with rounded bottom for you to insert in your
Just like
bottom.
the whale.
Just like the whale. Pull on your whale tail, you whale freaks. So, Mark, what did you watch this week?
Not the whale. Okay, how should I do this? Because I have 6.
Just go through them, man. What do you watch?
I'll just go from like old to new then. So
There you go.
I saw this crazy movie. Well, it has a lot of good action sequences, but then there's a lot of like, you know, the interpersonal stories, which kind of are boring. Is the Presidio? I don't know if you've seen that.
I've heard of it. It's Sean Connery, right?
Yeah, it's actually a fun, really good movie, and it has like some really well-made action. I think the action sequences from seeing the trailer is what made me watch it. Anyway, good movie. Check that one out. Then I saw Chain Reaction, which is
Great movie.
Oh, another Andrew Davis film that we probably both like. And that one was like, that guy can direct any sort of movie involving fugitives. He's like,
He's
I don't
the
know,
man
got
for the job.
pacing. Yeah, it's such a good movie. It's so fun. Keanu Reeves is awesome. Morgan Freeman is dope.
I also love that sequence when the giant cold fusion explosion happens and Keanu's on his bike and he's like blasted away. It looks so good, doesn't it? And it like pushes him forward. It looks so cool.
Oh, is that when that whole like factory explodes or something?
It's the
Yeah,
big
that
set
scene's
piece in the
dope.
beginning. The other set piece I remember too is when the bridge is opening up over the river and he's got to
Oh, yeah.
take the bike and jump it. So awesome.
Dude, when that one guy is sliding down and the other cops have to catch him at the end of the bridge, there's some dope stuff in here. Yeah, also, that's another thing. It's like all these old movies have some really good physical effects.
And Keanu
has certain scenes like that, too.
You notice this kind of stuff when you're losing your hair. Keanu has the best hair in the movie. He's like the ultimate Keanu hair. So if you want to see some good hair, Chain Reaction.
Dude, I saw this interview, this probably like a Instagram story of him, and he's like, I'm 59. And his fucking hairline is immaculate.
His hairline has actually grown in.
Son of a bitch. Yeah.
He keeps getting more hair.
You're not going to believe this, but I got more hair over the summer.
You did?
And I'm younger.
Yeah. What's your secret?
I whack it to the whale.
I put the lotion in my hair.
It puts the lotion on its hair, Keanu.
Or it goes bald.
Or it goes bald again. Do you want to watch The Whale or not? Do you want to watch it on LCD? It's his preferred medium.
In a minivan. In the backseat of a minivan.
In a minivan that's driving to Kmart, a store that doesn't exist anymore.
There's actually one in New York City, I think.
Still? No,
there's like
really?
one surviving one. Yeah, because big box stores aren't allowed to be here. Like Walmart's like forever not invited to New York City. But there is a Kmart.
Is it the one in Herald Square?
I think it's near... I believe it's near like... I don't know if there's one in Herald Square, but I think it's near Madison Square Garden.
There used to be a Kmart in Herald Square when I still lived in New York. And it was fucking nasty. And I made the mistake of going there. Dude, the whale would fucking whale it up in there. Man, so many whales. It was gross. I remember I would have to go in there sometimes to use the bathroom when I worked in that. I like worked in that area. And I wasn't allowed to use the bathroom at work.
It's like, what is this, an elephant mating ground? All the toilets are flat. They're just all crushed.
There's
porcelain fragments like in that True Lies scene where it's just like...
You poop in the wreckage of this porcelain throne. Shit in the porcelain.
Oh my goodness.
So there you go, Chain Reaction. Great movie.
Speaking of that, speaking of holes in the ground, I also watched another Andrew Davis film, and I only know this movie because anytime we'd walk past the poster, you would go, holes, more like assholes. And anyway, I finally watched
Holes. Holes is a good movie. Dude, I wrecked this like 6 months ago, and I was like, dude, you gotta watch Holes.
I finally watched it,
I'm sorry I made fun of it. Did you like it?
I forgot that I had a Disney Plus account, and I was like, oh shit, I should use this.
Yeah, hell yeah,
so I was going through like Andrew Davis's like filmography, and I was like, oh, you did Holes. And I was like, all I think about when I see this movie is my good buddy Matt calling it assholes, and I'm like, maybe I should just give it a try. And it was actually really fun. It's surprisingly not like a Disney movie at all. It's like pretty dark.
It goes places, man. Weird. It goes places, and it's got a great fucking cast. It does not feel Disney. Banger cast.
Dude, that was Shia LaBeouf's like first. It was like introducing Shia LaBeouf.
Yes.
And the guy acted like, Paul Newman.
It was like
holy shit, this guy.
It's like great. Sigourney Weaver, John Voight before he got super crazy, a bunch of other
crazy
people
in the movie.
Those are the two people I remember.
A bunch of other.
Holes is good, dude.
The kid actors in this are really goddamn good. Yeah. There's not one kid actor that stinks. You get those flat kid actors that's probably like a producer's kid or something like that.
Yep,
and you're like, oh man, that guy's performance stinks.
Like,
dude, all these kids feel
can't
like
fire him. His dad put up the money for the movie.
Yeah,
yeah, dude. Holes. I almost said whales. Whales.
Oh, and I did another movie that you wrecked too, which was Under the Silver Lake. I finally watched that, and that was super fun. And I really enjoyed it. That has too many things to spoil, so I'll just jump onto. I rewatched Highlander, which was fucking dope.
Oh, best.
I hadn't seen that movie since the DVD days. That
From the dawn of time, we came
solid movie.
Down through the centuries. Great fucking movie. Villalobos, baby.
That's pretty good. Oh, and my final one, and since the producer in the booth likes comedies, I highly recommend Quiz Girl. It wasn't like a cheesy, stupid movie. It was surprisingly funny. I laughed out loud a bunch of times, and it's probably one of the recent contemporary comedies that I was like, wow, this is actually a solid movie. It's not as like, it's almost in the vein of, I don't want to get your hopes up, but it's sort of like Saving Silverman, where it has like, it's done in a realistic way, but then has these like oddball scenes that would never happen in real life.
I
like
love that
clip I sent you, like when she falls off the bar and the TV falls, someone in the background goes, "Is the TV okay?" It's like funny stuff like that you don't expect.
I like when shit gets weird,
when
it gets absurd like that. I like it.
Yeah, it's okay. That's a good way to absurdist comedy. So yeah, those
shit,
are
man.
all
What's
my
it
recs,
What's it called? What's it called?
Quiz Girl. It
Quiz
sounds
Girl.
like
or
the
Quiz Lady.
you
mean Quiz Lady?
Was it? Oh, let me find out.
Wait,
I'm
hang
stupid.
on.
I probably wrote it down wrong. No, I think you're right. It is Quiz Lady.
It's Quiz Lady.
Yes, with Awkwafina and Sandra Oh is awesome in this movie. She's fucking hilarious. Both of them are hilarious.
Oh shit, dude!
Really
Paul
good chemistry.
Rubens,
Will Ferrell's in it too.
Pee Wee is in it.
Yeah, is he still? Isn't he dead?
Yeah, the rest in peace.
There's a really funny storyline with him, though. Don't go through the cast list because they may spoil it, but there's some funny jokes that involve him.
All right.
And it pays off really well.
All right.
Yeah. It's
I'm
really
have to
fun.
check
I
this
think you
out.
two would really enjoy it. You should watch
Dude,
it together.
My wife is always like, I want comedies. And sometimes you run out of comedies, or sometimes I'm like, can we watch Jason Takes Manhattan?
Well, it's the thing is like, you notice with like when a comedy's bad, there's no redeeming quality.
Yes.
So you either just have to sit through it or quit. Whereas like some other bad movies, you can kind of slog through them. So I kind of, and I, how I'm always bugging you for like, can I have a comedy rec, please?
Yes.
So I feel so I can finally give you a good comedy rec.
Everybody, thank you. Everybody in my life.
Quiz Lady.
My good friend, my wife, everybody wants comedy recommendations for me. I'm sitting here trying to watch Jason Takes Manhattan. Nobody cares. They just want comedy recommendations. That's good. I'm going to tell her to watch. We're going to watch Quiz Lady. We'll watch it.
Your to-do list is like, watch I Shit and Piss on Your Grave. And then everyone's just like, I really want to recommend this fucking horror movie that's disgusting, but people keep asking me for these comedies.
You're like, I really want you to watch Quiz Lady. I don't know. I mean,
I Quiz Girl like an idiot. I don't even know I wrote that down.
Quiz Lady. It's on Hulu. It's on Hulu. There you go.
Yeah, you have
Mark.
Hulu? Use that.
You got some good recs this week, buddy.
Yes, finally. It's been tough. I've been watching so many movies that are just half good, and you turn them off. I'm like, damn it! Now I'm gonna have like one rec.
I've had some false starts too this week. It was tough just because when work picks up, or like what's worse is like when you have a good movie, but you started it way too late and then you have to watch it as like a two-parter, so then you fucking continue the next day. Like it's a goddamn mini series, night 2 of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, right? like
I have so many of those movies that are just half finished, that are just waiting to be completed. And it's not like that they're bad, but it's tough when you get a lot of work when you're. But,
it's a good thing. When you're a freelancer, you need work. And here's the other thing. So when you're working, right? When you're not working, you have all this time to do shit. But like, I don't know if you feel this way too, but like, I'm psychotic about like, hey, these are the things I'm watching. If I'm watching a show, I want to keep up with it, right? I'm the same way about YouTubers, like certain YouTubers. I'm like, well, I watch these YouTubers all the time. I keep up with their content. So like, if that falls behind, I'm not even joking, dude. My OCD will take over, and I'm like, well, I've missed the last 3 videos from this YouTuber. I have to watch them. I have to find time. I'm like, well, I don't have time to watch movies. I have to watch these YouTubes. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
So you just do it all on the shitter till your butthole dries out?
Yep. Yep. You're watching everything on your phone. My asshole feels like the whale. Needs powder.
The whale is breaching from my asshole as I watch this YouTube video.
Breaching is such a gross word. Breaching is so gross, dude.
Especially when it's happening down under.
Dude, bad boys breach. Whale 3 breach. breached whale.
Oh, you got the new title. Man, can you imagine if they make a sequel to it? It was really a dream sequence.
You're like, he didn't die at all. Now he's back.
It was
and
just a
whacking it more than ever.
Cheetos dream.
He's here to whack it twice as much.
Oh.
We've got all new characters here. A new nurse played by some A24 person you like. He's gonna whack it to them. He's gonna whack it. There's a lot of whacking in the whale. People don't realize, but there's more whacking than you think there's gonna be.
Oh, really? There's more? Oh my god.
I think there's one more
Darren
scene of
Aronofsky,
whacking.
man, that guy is like, do you ever wonder how he's able to make movies?
Yes, dude. I was like,
who the fuck got pitched Requiem for a Dream and was like, we have to make this.
dude, when I was in Vegas at the beginning of this year, I was like, I shit you not. I thought, no one told me anything. I was like, what the fuck's Darren Aronofsky been up to? I know he made the Whale movie and Mother, another movie I hated. Dude, it turns
I think
out
I know what you're gonna say.
yeah, Darren Aronofsky actually directed the big short film that plays in the Sphere in Las Vegas. I believe it's called Postcards from Earth. And it costs like $80 to see it. It's the biggest scam ever. It's $80. It's a 20-minute short film that utilizes the Sphere's spherical technology. But I'm like, why would you pick Darren Aronofsky
I know.
to make the Sphere movie, right?
Like, we got James Cameron, Ridley Scott, Spielberg, and you're
Dude,
gonna
I would have
choose the
thought for
guy that
sure
made, like, some of the
Spielberg.
most depressing movies.
I would take anybody over him. I would be like, why wouldn't you pick? I could think of 14 other directors. I would pick fucking TV people before I pick Darren. Why would you pick? And I've even asked people who've gone into the Sphere movie, and I'm like, hey, how was Darren Aronofsky's movie? And they're like, oh, it's okay. I saw some swans and stuff flying around. I was like, what? It sounds like shit.
Just
How
get
did
the
he get
guys that
that?
do that, those David Attenborough nature docs.
Yes,
Just get
Planet
that
Earth.
team. Throw those fucking guys in there, yeah.
Wait, I'm Googling.
Dude,
How
I
did-
would have more respect if Darren Aronofsky did a 20-minute jerk-off whale video for the Sphere. Can you imagine that? You pay your $80, and it's just Brandon Fraser whacking off in a big sphere. But you feel like you're in the room with him because it completely envelops you. And he's actually a live character in the front.
Dude, okay, so there's no comment, or I was looking for an interview, but according to Google, the 50-minute film, this is Postcards from Earth, the 50-minute film begins with a sci-fi
50.
feel as two characters land on a new planet via spaceship. While in their spacecraft, a voice begins to remind them about Earth, the land they left. Suddenly, pristine footage of the planet fills the 16K by 16K screen. That is the plot line for
That's
Postcards
it?
from Earth. That's it.
You know this
Directed
cool,
by...
fantastical journey they're on? How about they go back?
How about they go
and just
ass
watch
to
nature
ass? Darren Aronofsky keeps adding weird things. What if one of the aliens is on heroin and the other one jacks it? What if one of the aliens is Brendan Fraser and he beats his meat?
And he's, for some reason, still in the bat suit.
He's still in the fat suit. It's not explained. Never explained.
But it's a different character.
Yeah, it's an alien.
Oh, man.
He's like Chancellor Bleep Blorp. Okay. Postcards from Earth.
Chancellor
Look it up.
Porpoise.
It's a real thing, people. All right. I think we're coming to the end of the episode. Mark, it was a pleasure, buddy.
It was good talking to you, sir, and hearing all those disgusting whale jokes.
Hearing all those whale noises, whale songs. Bye. That's a whale song from the whale. All right, everybody, we're out of here. Peace.
Peace.